Alright guys, so I got a package in. I already opened it, but this is sort of an unboxing and kind of my first experience with this stuff. I guess not first, I guess first experience with this stuff particularly, me ordering it. I would usually order in this quantity, and I'm pretty sure many of you do. So I'm going to do a little unboxing or unbagging. It is 550 Paracord, and I usually get it in small amounts, but this time I got 100 feet of this stuff. Relatively affordable. Very tough, obviously, it's parachute cord. And I'm going to make myself a small little lanyard on my current EDC carry. Okay, so this is it. Hopefully it'll last me a little bit. 550 Paracord is freaking awesome. It's so useful. It's tough. Blah 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 blah. You guys know all the stuff it is. So we'll cut maybe a 20-inch strand. But this is a ruler, and although you guys can't see the numbers, I can. So we got 10 inches here. Grab it here. We got another 10 inches here. You know what? I want to go for 2 feet, so grab another 4 inches. No, 10 inches. 10 inches is good. 20 more. What should I? This is good. I don't want it too long. Okay, and with paracord, what you want to do is burn off the ends so that it doesn't unravel. Especially this stuff right here. You don't want this thing to ravel on you, so you just burn it off. Kind of use this to squish it down, round it off, do whatever you need to do. Just so it doesn't unravel on you. Next time you use it, it'll be nice and neat. And I'm going to wrap this up again, put this away. This is a lot of freaking paracord. At least a lot more than I need. Just fantastic. So I like having extra paracord around, especially with something like a rope type material. I mean, I go through tons of it, and I have tons of knives right now. This thing should be pretty useful in the future. I got the olive drab green just because I like the color. It really blends well with everything else. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the bag that I got it in. Relatively cheap. I think I paid $12, $15 for this. And let me give you the exact numbers of how much I exactly paid. I'm pretty tired, guys. I just came back from the beach area. And I stopped by the mailbox and got mail. I got that in my package. I just got it 5 minutes ago, maybe. So yes, I paid about $12, which is really good. It says military spec, type 3, 7-strand parachute cord. I wish if this was a better cut. You know what I should do? I should cut this again. So it's just a cleaner cut. And what I noticed about this knife is that it's not so sharp out of the box. I dropped it, and actually I used this knife today, cutting a lot of cardboard. So pop that up. All right. Alright, let's see how well I could do this. So I'm going to put the paracord through here, like such. And this seems long, but once we start wrapping over, it shouldn't be that too long. And okay, the reason why I want a lanyard for this knife, really is only one reason, is because this is tip down only, and I carry my knife's tip up. So what I've been doing is just tossing it in my pocket and then kind of feeling the clip, taking it out this way and using it. So I generally carry tip up. So since I don't have the option to carry tip up, I will not use that pocket clip. And this is just for one reason, because I don't want to get used to tip down. There's nothing wrong with tip down. You could pull it out, swing the knife over and open it like such, but I don't want to get used to that because most of my knives are tip up. So this lanyard kind of solves that problem. Now there's a few ways you could do this. You could just tie it off right here, cut it off and have a lanyard that big, and you could just have it like that. Or you could actually preserve this paracord, so later on you could use it if you need it, untie it. So we'll get it set up here, and then I will go ahead and wrap a snake knot, or at least what I know of. Alright, so we're going to do a simple snake knot, at least the best way I know how. It's paracord, so it basically goes over, under both, and into the loop. And really your first knot determines how much space there is between the knife. Okay, once you've done that, made the knot, it's the same thing again, where you want to kind of scoop this over so it's nice and clean. And then same, goes right under both, over the loop. And you want to get this knot as close as you can to the top knot, like such. Tighten it down, and you repeat this process till you get what you want. Over and under. Again, that is my very ugly snake knot, but it is a lanyard at that. It has a very good gripping surface, and now not only can I pull this out of my pocket the way I want to, but I have a little lanyard that I could use for later. Okay. Now usually, if I took my time with it, all of these would be the same. All the knot side would be back here, and then all the round side would be here, but I did not take my time and I quickly did it. And I don't really care how it looks, I care more about how it functions. So, and then afterwards you would cut off the tip and then burn it off, but this is fine. This is plenty of length. It is long. Alright guys, so I finished my little snake knot, and I did cut off the tip and burn it off. So it is much shorter, and I've been using it, after I finished this, I've been using it for about an hour, just putting it in my pocket, popping it off, and I actually really like how this came out. Okay, so my experience with paracord, and this is my first paracord knot that I put in myself. And you know, I'm not a knot expert or a paracord expert, but what I did know, get from my research is this. I bought mil-spec type 3 7-strand paracord 550, And the problem is that this is not mil-spec, apparently, from what I could tell. It's supposed to have 7 strands inside, which it does, and each one of those mini strands are supposed to have 3 for mil-spec. But apparently this one only has 2, which means it's a commercial 550 cord. You see that one right there? It only has 2 strands. I'm not sure if you can see that, or if this thing will even focus. But this only has 2 strands in that one little mini strand. So, I mean, it wasn't so expensive. I'm not gonna cry about it, but it is not a mil-spec supposedly. I just want to go over a couple of uses for Paracord, and kind of what made me want to buy this Paracord, at least this much of it. Might buy more, probably not. Is that this cord is so versatile. It's supposed to hold 550 pounds with this little cord right here. 550 pounds, and it's very thin. So, as far as rope goes, I mean, I have a lot of rope in my car, and usually it's for tying down and whatnot, and I always have some type of means to tie down things. And as far as size goes, you just can't beat this. The diameter of the Paracord, the 550 at least, and it just works so well, in my opinion. And this is 100 feet right here that I have in my hand, and that's a lot of footage for very not much amount of space. I can fit it within 2 hands. I can grab it with 1 hand. So it's a great little cord. Are you ever gonna really need it? For me, I live in the big city, so Los Angeles. So I'm probably never gonna really need this. And if I do, I'll walk down the street to any market and I'll buy some rope. But I also love camping as well. And when I go camping, a lot of times I forget to bring things. And just having something like this around, and I'm probably gonna snip off 25 feet of this and leave it in the car. And there's going to be a video of what I have in my car at all times. There's a shovel, a saw, a hand saw, by Banco, I believe. I have a fixed blade, a cheap one, with a fire starter on there. I have a screwdriver set, tie downs, and some elastic rope, flashlight. And it fits within this area pretty much. And the greatest thing about my car is it has a compartment for all those. So you can't see it. You got to open up the compartment, and it's a totally dedicated compartment that I'm never going to use. I don't carry that many things in my car anyway. So the reason why I got the 550 cord is just for that. It's so versatile for just the rope. It's such a thin rope, and it's very versatile. And I've always wanted to try one of these myself. And because this is, once again, tip down only, and I don't want to get used to tip down, and I'm going to use this knife for quite a bit before I give it a full review. As with all knives that I'm going to try to review, I'm going to use it, get my complete opinion on it, and then kind of tell you my thoughts on the knife. This one still has factory edge. I believe it's been about a week since I've been using it. The factory edge has been holding up fine. It's not super sharp. And I've been stropping it pretty much daily. When I get home, I just strop it up real quick, and it's been keeping that edge pretty sharp. I mean, to the point where I don't have to worry. As far as the Paracord goes, I'm not going to go into too much detail of what you could do with it. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Anything you could use string or cord for, you could do with Paracord. You could take it apart, use the 7 strands individually for smaller necessities like sewing or fishing. Although when I go camping, I always have a fishing rod with me and a lot of fishing wire. I have a tackle box and all that. So that's not going to be a necessity for me. But for the most part, this Paracord for me was just for me to get that 100 feet. Basically, for me to get 10 feet will cost me pretty close, similar to getting 100 feet. So I figured, why not just get 100, have some left over, put 25 feet in my car, and then start making my own lanyards. And this is the biggest reason why I got the Paracord, really. And It's been a freaking blast. Put it in my pocket, and I don't use that pocket clip, but I'm not going to take it off just in case I need that clip. But I put it in my pocket. Usually my pocket has a second individual pocket inside, depending on what pants I wear. But I'll put this in my pocket, and this will usually hang up like this. If I reach in my pocket and I pull out, it pretty much comes out the way I want it to every single time. I've been testing it, and I just grab it and I click it open. Alright guys, so here's an example of that lanyard in use. Here's my jean pocket right here with the lanyard. I just pull off the lanyard and it comes out exactly where I want to pull it out. Go ahead and pop it back in. Such, lanyard kind of sticks out a little bit. Just pull it out. You're already, it's really easy to access. So this is an example of me not using the pocket, because if I did use that pocket clip, which you still can, the lanyard folds over. If I did use that pocket clip, first of all, the knife would be kind of showing, which doesn't matter, like I always say, because I have my t-shirt covering, but when I pull it out, it's not in the right position. And I don't want to, and there's nothing wrong with this tip down position, but you just got to remember to flip it out, and then see, I'm so used to doing this, instead pull the knife over and then do that. And I don't want to get used to this because most of my knives are tipped up. Just for the sake of not getting used to this is why that lanyard is there. And I've been fooling around with it for a while, even if I put it in my main pocket, where it does dig deeper. As long as that lanyard kind of, you stick it out a little bit, you go ahead and grab it and just pull it out and see how it pulls out to the position that I want it to pull out to. So let's go ahead and put it like this. The position you pull it in, that you put your knife in, is the position usually it's going to come out in, because your pockets are relatively flat. It's not going to go ahead and spin on there, but it's very good. The knife disappears. You have a piece of paracord lanyard hanging out. It's unobtrusive. I have access to my pockets completely. It's not getting in the way, but when I do need my knife, it's just incredibly easy to pull that out. Okay, so that's just a little demonstration of that little paracord pocket clip. Even with my t-shirt up, like I said, it's very easy to pull that out. Now, if I had this tip down, then I would not have the paracord on there, or lanyard. I'll just have it like this. This is kind of my preferred. If I don't have it there, I'll have it here. Such. Like I said, t-shirt covers my pocket, so it's not going to be a big deal. And deploying this is just as easy. It's just that it's not the position that I'm used to. You have to remember to flip it around. Okay, so our lanyard helps in that sense. And with at least this pants right here, I do have a little pocket in here. With my other pants, I have a main pocket, and in that main pocket, inside I have another pocket. So there is no lanyard exposed, but when I go to dig in, that lanyard is very easy to grip and pull out. Untying this is actually very easy. You just pull it on this one notch here and everything will start unraveling, and then once the two pieces here get larger, it's very easy to take apart. This is about 20 inches of paracord, all snugged in a 3-inch length lanyard. So 20 inches is decent. It's twice the size of this, pretty much from here to here. There's that. I'll just kind of put the reference point lighter right here, so you get a reference point from here to here. So this distance right here is quite a bit. To put in retrospect, let's see here. So you have something to compare with. That's a pen, standard pen. Goes that long. My strap, again, it's a lot longer than my strap, so it is a very usable cord if I ever need rope. I have lots of videos that I need to edit, and I don't really like editing. I like my videos just straight shot, straight up, mistakes and all. I have so many blades that it takes me a long time to review these because I dedicate myself to using one for a month straight. And with my cutting tasks, which is not that many within the day, majority just fruits, pretty much every knife that, even the crappy ones, have held up just fine. I also have 7 different Gonzo knives coming just because they were so affordable and I kind of went buck wild 2 in the morning. Which I shouldn't have done, but that didn't hurt me too much financially, so that's all going to be on the review for the future videos. Alright guys, well thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Definitely will be more videos. Definitely want feedback to make my videos better. This is my 3rd channel, but still, there's still so much that I could improve in. Okay. Guys, have a good one.